South Carolina voters turned out at the polls yesterday, more than 700,000 voters. That's a huge increase from the 2016 primary. But on those ballots outside of key offices in your county, there are also 2 advisory questions on the Republican ballot. George Godfrey has a look at those results and how the Republican Party is moving forward.
South Carolina voters do not register by political party, but according to results from Tuesday's primary, many voters say they're ready for a change.
We ran into a situation where the Republicans started talking about getting involved to try to influence the Democrat primary, and I think at that time people realized it was important to deal with it.
The threat of interference in the presidential primary this year sparked concern on both sides of the aisle at the State House. Both Democratic and Republican lawmakers filed bills to change current law that does not require a voter to register by political party.
We have platforms. The Republican Party has a platform. The Democratic Party has a platform. And it's important to know that the person that you're voting for, at least fight for that platform that we have.
The state Republican Party echoed those sentiments, posing the question on the June primary ballot, asking, do you support giving voters the right to register to vote with the political party of their choice?
They want the option, they want the right to be able to affiliate with our party.
86% of voters in the Republican primary said yes. Public opinion that will help both the political party and lawmakers move forward in trying to bring about a change.
We'll be using these results on a House district, Senate district basis in terms of, pulling the numbers of what the support level was within various House and Senate members' districts. And then letting them know that number.
Several bills were filed in the 2020 legislative session dealing with political party registration, including one that would require a voter to disclose their political affiliation before a primary, but not for a general election. In Columbia, George Godfrey.
Very unlikely that state lawmakers will be able to continue discussions on bills already filed related to party registration before the end of the year. Got looming issues, COVID-19, the budget that lawmakers still have to deal with before 2020 ends.